as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 26, check 26. Kill. Hey, turn it up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check 4.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And right away, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought he may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them, and it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
Good for 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Here's a handoff to Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Swift. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Lance. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Murray now to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's going to be caught. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive.
And shedding a man at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
They run. Here's Sermon.
Shrugs him off. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Forced out to his left. Gets this one to use check. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Flush to his right.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance
sliding out of the pocket. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Shotgun now for Murray. Flushed out right.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
There's Mooney with another catch.
That catch good for only a couple. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And Lance going to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Murray now on 1st down.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. pushing through the contact. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. First down, Murray. And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. D Ford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Going deep for Hopkins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
You got three down. 36. Mike 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that is incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Murray again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Murray to air it out again. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw is Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now Prater to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Richie James on the return.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
On play action, Lance. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. To throw, it's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Murray now. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Come on.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Prater on to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the two-point conversion. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd and inches, Lance. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st down, Lance. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to go up top again. And this one is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
Murray going to throw. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here's Swift. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Swift taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Lance looking to throw it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Murray, he's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Hopkins with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Cards are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon.
Fights loose. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Back to Sermon on first down.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Trying to lay one up deep.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Dante Jackson picks it.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Sermon.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Check back 33. Let's get it together. Boys. Check 3. Showing it. Shoot.
Now Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, John Tart, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Sermon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On the handoff, Sermon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Lance. Flushed out right. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least reset gets him a little bit closer. Now the Niner offense is back on the field, and they're going to try for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Pass complete, Samuel.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This team has no thoughts about just going to victory formation, taking a knee, and closing this one out. They want to score more points. That's who they are, that's their personality, and that's how they'll finish this game.
Prater on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
Here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
There he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
After each game, a player gets graded on his performance, and that's every play of the game. So while that was the last play and it didn't change the outcome, he's still going to get kudos for playing it to the end.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.